So, a little bit after I posted my introduction to Dead Winter, I got sick and unfortunately had to go into the hospital for a week. I've been out for a week now, and in that time, I've managed to come down with a cold again. So, you're going to have to excuse my stuffy nose. In that time, I didn't really have much to do in the hospital, so I jumped on Roblox a few times and played some work at pizza place. I couldn't really run anything, and I didn't really pay attention to what was going on in the community because at this point I just given up on talking about it because it's pretty much the exact same thing every fucking time. Adopt and raise a baby games and dev events and sponsored items and yeah, whatever. Um, and then I come on today, and I usually don't log in. I just go to the games page and maybe play as a guest or something like that. I decide to log in, check out the forum, see what's going on, and of course, I see that they've removed tickets, and I'm like, Roblox, what the fuck have you done now? So your next response, of course, is to go to the blog. You go to the blog, and it says, saying goodbye to tickets. In the next 30 days, Roblox will discontinue tickets. This is one of the biggest changes we have ever made to our platform. While many of you will welcome this change, I know that many of you will be concerned. I want to explain our reasoning here, and also share details of the process we will go through with this migration. And then they go on to talk about how they originally implemented it, blah blah blah, how there's so many new ways to earn Robux, and how tickets aren't really that much of a big thing when it comes to gaining revenue for developers, and how they can do all these other things now. They also mention, or they should also mention, that they've also made a lot of features that you have to pay for in Robux if you want to, add them into your game. So you've kind of, sure, you may make new ways for devs to make money, and then you're also going to take that, or not money, but Robux, and then you're going to take that Robux back by making them pay to use certain features, like, I don't know, add in audio, change thumbnails, put videos in, shit like that. So we can skip all that. Our catalog is going through a similar expansion over the next year, as we will begin to allow Roblox developers to sell body parts, hats, gears, animations, and other items. And so basically, developers of games now are also going to have to go over to parts, hats, gears, and animations to make up for what they're going to lose when it comes to this update. That's great and all, but it doesn't really solve the issue of you're taking a piece of revenue away from developers and now saying that you also have to do this other shit if you want to get that revenue back now, when instead people could just play games and get that revenue, and now they have to make parts, hats, and gears to make up for what they've lost. Now, I'm not a game developer. I don't know how much you make from tickets, and the conversion rates are actually pretty shitty because Roblox puts out lots of items that are in Robux and not tickets, so tickets are kind of useless. So I can see why they are removing them. But if Roblox had just actually put effort into making ticket items, we wouldn't really be having this problem. We are removing tickets for a number of reasons. Although familiar to many of us, they are confusing to first-time users. We believe removing tickets will simplify our product in all areas, from UI to the catalog to user accounting. You log in, you get 10 tickets, and then you go and convert that on the shitty fucking trade currency for like 17 tickets for 1 Robux. It may be confusing to like a 10-year-old, and I know that lots of little kids play the game, but I figured it out pretty fucking easily. When it comes to actually doing the trade currency and using, doing rates and all that, yeah, that got a bit confusing, and I lost tickets at many points on that, so I just gave up and I just used the market trade. It's not very confusing. If you made it simpler, I guess we wouldn't really have this problem either. We have many things in store for the majority of Roblox users who do not want to become involved with the Roblox economy. In the catalog, we intend to provide more free items. I don't know about you, but I haven't seen many free items on the catalog at all. I've seen really cheap ones, like 1 ticket items or maybe 10 ticket items, and usually those are sponsored items. So if you could specify what these free items are, I think they're going to put out another post tomorrow, so maybe I'll talk about it. I don't really know. But if these free items are just going to be more sponsored shit that like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or I don't know, shit about Zootopia or whatever new animated movie is coming out, I don't really want these free items. They seem kind of shitty. so that avatar customization without Robux continues to be creative and rich. I love how you're using the term rich when you're trying to fucking sell free items to people. That's not a really good term to use. Today we have introduced 2 free packages for your character. Going forward, we will feature the work of top creators in the community as we migrate to fully community-driven catalog. So we can really skip the rest of this stuff. It's not really that important. You can read it yourself. I'll put a thing in the description. For our deeply engaged users, we want to be able to provide more valuable rewards that are not directly tied to login. Over time, we will unveil a rich achievement system on Roblox that rewards and recognizes behavior that we think is noteworthy. Alright, that's great. I don't really know how you're going to do it. Are you going to do it like if you send out lots of messages to people, you get Robux? Or are you going to have to rely on other people to give you points, and those points you can redeem? So if you're a good Samaritan in Roblox, the people can upvote you and say you're a great person, but if you piss somebody off, then they can downvote you. And Roblox isn't set up for achievements. Like, the games, every game is different. I don't know how you're going to put... Every game has its own different genre. I don't know how you're going to make achievements in Roblox. Like, are these achievements going to be related to development? Like, if you develop a game and if 100 people play it, you get an achievement, and then you can claim that achievement for Robux. Like, it doesn't... Roblox isn't really a platform for achievements. That's why we don't really have many achievements that you can get. Like, you have your Bloxer award and all that kind of stuff, but then people can just abuse that. Like, when it comes to getting your Bloxer stuff, I used to go to games and get KOs and stuff like that for achievements. So it's I don't know how to explain it, but Roblox just isn't really set up for achievements. I don't know how you're going to switch this game over, because it's the community who makes the games. How are you going to integrate achievements into it? You're going to try and integrate achievements into the website design, but there's not much in the website design for you to do. There is another benefit of removing tickets, and that is it removes the incentive to create alt accounts. We do not believe it makes sense to provide a currency bonus to having multiple accounts, as this drives behavior that is not at the core of Roblox. To be honest, alt accounts don't really make much of a difference unless you want to sit there all day and play your own game for 1 ticket every, I don't know what, 1 minute that it takes to get into the game. I mean, you could do that, but there was really no point in all accounts because there was no items on the catalog that were worth tickets. Like, you're not going to play your game 50, well, I guess you could play your game 50 times and buy a Shaggy and woohoo, you're done, but you could have just waited 5 days and got the Shaggy. For those of you who are clothing developers, we believe that over time you will have a richer opportunity as we expand our catalog to the next generation avatar. We will be lowering the Roblox price floor on shirts and pants to help increase the volume of sales of these items for our creators. So now you're going to drop the fucking price floor. You're going to drop it after you remove tickets. Come on, like, why'd you even put it in the first place? To pay for your DevX, and look how far that's fucking gotten you. Now you're removing tickets because of your DevX or whatever the hell is going on at the Roblox HQ. We have a roadmap for the future of Roblox avatars for the future of avatars on Roblox, and as these new features roll out, new opportunities for clothing designers will follow, making the catalog more robust and high quality. I certainly hope so. And then it talks about how you're going to have 30 days to spend your tickets and all that great stuff. And then here's a list of things that will be happening. So you can't receive tickets for place visits. You don't get tickets for logging in. They finally dropped the price floor down to 5 Robux. But where are we supposed to get the 5 Robux from? Doing achievements, which we don't even know what they're going to be. And then it says after 30 days, the following will happen. Trade currency will go away. User ads will be Robux only. Users and developers can no longer sell items for tickets, and tickets will no longer be visible or usable. And then you scroll down and you see a shitload of ticket-based items. And I'm just wondering to myself, where were all these items fucking a month ago, or a year ago, or 2 years ago? Where were all these ticket-based items? How can you come out with all these ticket-based fucking items for this event, and then all the other times never put out any fucking hats that are worth tickets or any gears that are worth tickets besides your shitty sponsored fucking items. Where were all this? Like, where was this stuff? You just locked all this stuff behind Robux. So it's no fucking wonder that tickets are going away. So you decide to actually release ticket items when you're removing tickets. Roblox logic, guys. Now, there is one good thing about this. All those stupid adopt and raise a baby games, all those clickbait games, all those fucking misleading games are now going to have to actually put effort into convincing people to spend Robux in their games. Unless they find another way to mislead people into paying Robux instead of tickets now, which means you're actually going to lose more than you would with a ticket. That's just great. A downside, if developers aren't getting tickets now, and I don't know how much developers rely on tickets when it comes to the DevX and all that stuff, it means that now they have to find a way to compensate for that. And how are they going to compensate for it? More in-game transactions. So I'm going to join a game now, and there's probably going to be another in-game currency. I fucking hate when they do this. You're going to have Roblox with, you know, its currency, Robux, and then you're going to go into a game, and then it's going to have its own currency. And you're probably going to have, if you want to buy in-game currency, in-game on Roblox, you're going to have to spend Robux to buy this in-game currency. So there's going to be far more pushing, or at least I'm assuming there's going to be a lot more of a push to get you to buy items in games for Robux. Or developers are just going to have to go over to making parts and all the other stuff that they mentioned when that feature becomes available. At this point, I don't even know what to do. I've kind of run out of ideas for the channel. Kind of sick. So kind of getting tired of doing this shit. Nothing against you guys, but I really think this is the fucking nail in the coffin for me. I'm not saying I'm quitting. I may jump on and try and do things, but to be honest, at this point, I'm just kind of giving up. Anyway, I'm Coast Productions. Thank you for watching.